featuring the St. Ambrose Fighting Bees. And your number 13 ranked St. Xavier Cougars. At this time, we ask everyone who is able to please rise and gentlemen kindly remove your hats as we honor the USA with the playing of our national anthem. Thank you. Now let's meet the starters for the visiting Fighting Bees. First, the 6'3" sophomore opposite hitter, number 1, John Gutch. Next, the 6'6" sophomore middle hitter, number 3, Charlie Flynn. Next, the 6'4" graduate middle hitter, number 6, Nick Fox. Next, the 6'3" senior outside hitter and right side, number 10, Nikolai Zolonka. Next, the 6'4" sophomore setter, number 12, Anthony Anderson. Next, the 6'1" junior outside hitter, number 18, Richard Reed, the fourth. And finally, the 5'11" freshman libero, number 13, Ethan Carbon. The assistant coaches are Zach Denton, along with Jennifer and Kate Green.
It's a chilly day here in February, but a beautiful day for some NAIA and Division III men's volleyball action. Good morning, in fact, everyone. Ron Luce on the call with you here today for all 3 games of our SXU tri-match. This will be the first tri-match here of the season at St. Xavier. The next 2 won't occur until March and April, respectively. So we're excited to be joining you guys here on Saturday, February 17th. 3 games here today, 11 a.m., 1 p.m., and 3 p.m. The Cougars will bookend as the hosts for those 2 games. We'll see the St. Ambrose Fighting Bees here taking on the Cougars in Game 1. And we'll see the Milwaukee School of Engineering then in Games 2 and 3, respectively. Starters being announced here for either side. And as we get down to those, we will get you those here quickly. St. Ambrose, your 6 starters plus your libero are number 1, John Guck. Number 3, Charlie Flynn. Number 6, Nick Fox. Number 10, Nikolai Zilonka. Number 12, Anthony Anderson. Your libero is number 13, Ethan Carbon. And number 18, Richard Reed, the fourth. For the Cougars, your starters here today, number 2, Veas Kuplinkas. Number 4, John Glennon. Number 6, Sean Carey. Number 18, Christian Oviedo. Number 20, Jake McLean. And number 21, Keegan Oleg. With your libero is number 17, Andres Velez. Teams shaking hands in the middle here before the match. Cougars enter play today 3-5 on the season, but still maintain a top 15 rank here in the NAIA polls. Every single one of their losses coming against either a Division II opponent or a ranked NAIA team. So a little bit of a slow start for the Cougars, but they've won 3 in a row. They ride that hot streak into today's game under sixth-year head coach Tom Ryan. On the other side for St. Ambrose, it's a rough start to the season. 1-12 to start the year for the Fighting Bees so far. This will be their first conference game of the season here in CCAC play. They're coached by head coach Ray Green in his 5th season at the helm of SAU. Cougars here in their all-black unis today. The white numbering and lettering on the front and back of the jersey. The subtle hints of the Cougar head throughout, and the red stripes racing down the sides of the uniform. Andres Velez, the libero, wearing the Cougars' phenomenal gray pinstripe unis. We might see those a little bit later with the red numbers. And it's for the Fighting Bees, the baby blue kits with the white shorts here today. The libero wearing the all-white kit with the baby blue numbers and letters. Serve will start with the Fighting Bees. Anthony Anderson will lead things off. We're underway with the first game of this SXU tri-match, and the Cougars strike first. Keegan Oleg with the first kill of the match here today, and he will take the serve to lead things off for the Cougars. Big swing, Keegan Oleg, and Carbon has to chase it down. Fighting Bees able to get it over. Short set for Glennon, he didn't get all of it. Fighting Bees were ready. It's tipped off the block. Kaplinkus, good block up front. Cougs coming back. Carry denied, but it will be point Cougars. Infraction called on the Fighting Bees. So just like that, Cougs up 2-0 quickly. And the service error for Ola gives SAU their first point. This is number 10, Zilanka. Towards that, beautiful setup from Oviedo to Sean Carey on the kill. Just like that, the Cougs get it back. Jake McLean in the front row. Velez will serve here for Glennon. And a rare service error for Andres Velez. Perhaps one of the most consistent servers on a game-to-game basis for the Cougars. There's the opposite libero, Carbon, and another service error. Back and forth we go early on. Guys still getting their morning coffee in for this early start. Kaplinkus here with the serve for the Cougs. Oh, and that's going to sail into the stands. That's a service ace for the Cougs. Veas Kaplinkus. Hot start on the serve today. And that'll be another service ace for Kaplinkus. Richard Reed IV unable to handle that cleanly in the back row. Cougars off to a hot start here in set number 1. And this time, too much mustard from Kaplinkus. Number 1, John Guck will take the ball here. A big swing from the sophomore. Back row attack for Oleg is denied. That's a solo block for number 6, the graduate student, Nick Fox. Oh, and what a swing there. That's a service ace. John Guck off to an incredible start here. Oh, and that'll be 2 service aces. Sean Carey tried to play it on a set, and it went right through his hands. We're tied at 6 apiece. Good run here for the sophomore Guck. And this one will sail out of play. It was a good run, though. Got the Fighting Bees quickly back into this game. Guck is one of the leading attackers for the Fighting Bees this year, averaging just a hair under 2 kills per set. And a service ace return to the Cougars for Sean Carey. And a 2-point advantage restored for the Cougars. Good crowd on hand today here for this tri-match. A large portion of the SAU roster hailing from the Chicagoland area. Big swing for Richard Reed, and he'll get the finish for the Fighting Bees. And he will now take the serve here. As we noted, a number of guys from the local area on this SAU squad. In fact, I would probably say about 2/3 of the roster, so good SAU crowd on hand today. Short set for McLean, beautiful dig by Carbon. Guck's denied. And it's point Cougars. 4 hits the call. Glennon back in the front row for the Cougars. McLean will serve. SXU with a 2-point advantage. A good swing from McLean. And Keegan Olig will take it himself, and it's point Cougars regardless. McLean stays on the serve. Cougs back in front by 3. Another great serve from McLean. Outside attack on the other side. Oh, what a beautiful dig. A pair of digs, in fact, to keep that alive for the Cougars. Oh, and now Nick Fox with a perfectly executed attack. Just a light little tap into the soft area on the floor, and Graduate using that veteran wisdom to deliver a big point for the Bees. Oviedo setting up Olig, and it's off the block and out of play. Cougars are extremely deep this season in terms of their roster. Guys like Kuplinkus and Olig, even Carey just a season ago, were mainstays in the lineup, and this year most of these guys coming off the bench. Kuplinkus with the shovel gets it back over on the denial from the Fighting Bees. Set up, Kuplinkus. Oh, and it finds the floor, that back corner for Veas Kuplinkus. Kuplinkus gets his first kill of the day. He's off to a hot start, a dig and 2 service aces already. Oviedo with a nice serve. And Guck with an attacking error. Tough look from the back row. Looked like that pass might not have been high enough. Or Guck just miscalculated his attack. Nonetheless, point Cougars. Shovel there from the middle. Olig with the left hand. Back row attack from Reed. Oh, and it's John Glennon in the middle to finish it off. And now a timeout will be taken here by the Fighting Bees. We're going to step aside for a quick breather, but don't go anywhere. Plenty of SXU tri-match action coming right back here on the Cougar Sports Network. Welcome back, everyone. Game one of the SXU tri-match here today between St. Ambrose University and host St. Xavier University. Really good start here for the Cougars in set number one. 14-8 your score. Fighting Bees took their first time out of the set. Two more games coming up here with us today. If you're bundled up and staying inside with the abruptly cold weather, let's be honest, everybody here in Chicago, we've been a little spoiled. It actually feels like February for once today. Curl up, a little hot chocolate, maybe a nice bowl of soup this afternoon, and tune in for some NAIA and Division III men's volleyball right here on the Cougar Sports Network. Timeout comes to a close. Cougars still possess the serve. Oviedo gets things started once again. Far side attack. The delivery from Zielonka. And that's a beauty. Fighting Bees with that elusive point coming out of a timeout. Looking to capture some of that momentum. Anthony Anderson takes the serve. He just skims the top of the net. Kaplinkas with a delivery from the near side. And Olig's serve stays in play. Oh, and a bad bounce off the top of the gym, and it'll result in the point for the Cougars. One thing that guys got to be careful with here are the dividers. Up at the top, those really high passes will sometimes find those. Richard Reed can't possess that cleanly. It's a service ace.
Double service ace for Keegan Olig.
That's Olig's first. We'll keep things going here. 17-9 Cougs if you're joining us a hair late. Make that 17-10 with the service error. Zielonka. Handled by Olig. Now for Carey. Good dig in the back row, Zielonka. Guck is denied! That's a beauty of a block from Sean Carey. John Glennon in the vicinity too. Maybe he gets a block assist. And it will be a solo block for Sean Carey. And a beauty at that. That's coming back, and Carey delivers again. The beauty of a hard-to-handle serve is you get opportunities like that as the serving team. Velez doing a nice job here. This time the Fighting Bees will get off an attack. Velez running it down, and he's unable to track it. That's a kill for Charlie Flynn. And Carbon now will serve in place of the sophomore middle hitter. 19-11 your score. Short set. Attacking error from McLean. That play from the start seemed a bit off. Tough pass to start the sequence. Oviedo to McLean. Oh, it's kept alive. Nice dig by Anderson. And Reed will just shovel that over. Oh, and there it is. Bang, bang. Jake McLean. Cougs the first team to 20 points here in this set. Kupslinkas. Oh, and an adjustment there from Guck after the tough pass. Oh, and a big denial. A trio of Fighting Bees at the net. It looks like Reed and Fox in on the block. And it'll be credited to Fox and Guck on the block, so a pair of block assists. Nice play by Oleg. Carry's denied. That's another advantageous play for the Fighting Bees. Now they're starting to have a bit of a net front presence. Solo block for Anthony Anderson. Duck looking to rally SAU. Cougars go back to work. Short set. McLean's denied. It's a solo block yet again. This time it's Nick Fox. Kupslinskas, nothing home there. It's another point for the Fighting Bees. They're finding their way quickly back in this game. Trailing at 1 point by 7 or 8 points, and now they've willed their way back. So the Cougars get it back. They get the 21st point. But just a 5-point lead now after that 8-point cushion evaporated. Carry on the serve here for the Cougars from right to left. And a service error keeps the Bees very much alive. Richard Reed, the fourth. Junior outside hitter on the serve. Short set, Oviedo to McLean, but it's out of play. And just like that, SAU has brought this within 3. Oleg gets it right back, and this time he'll get it through the block. Beautiful swing from Keegan Oleg. Glendon back on the floor. McLean on the serve. Cougs lead 22-18. And another service error keeps these Bees alive. Charlie Flynn in the front row now here for the Fighting Bees. It's Fox to serve. Velez has returned to the floor now as well after the McLean serve. Oviedo to Oleg, and he's unable to keep it in play. It's a 2-point game. And this time a service error will help the Cougars. Fox unable to keep that serve in play. Oviedo with a 3-point advantage. Anderson on the setup for Flynn, but he's denied. John Glennon on the block. Keegan Oleg gets a block assist as well. And set point on the line. And now a timeout taken here by the Fighting Bees. They'll burn their second and final of set number 1. Step aside for a breather ourselves. Set point on the line. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. 24-20 your score here in set number 1 between these CCAC foes. Ron Luce on the call with you here for all 3 games of the tri-match today. Very excited for everyone here to join us, especially those watching from the Davenport area as well as Milwaukee and wherever else in the country your interests hail from. Set point on the line here for the Cougs. They own the serve. Here comes the attack. Back row for Guck. Cougs go to work. Short set. Glennon. Nice dig, Carbon. Back row attack for Reed, and it's too much. And that will conclude set number one. Cougs take down the Fighting Bees 25-20 in set number one. We'll step aside for the set break just as the players do. Then we'll see you for set number two action in just a moment on the Cougar Sports Network. Welcome back, everyone. We're about a minute away from the start of our second set here in this first game of three today on the campus of St. Xavier University. Ron Luce on the call with you today for the entirety of the tri-match. Again, we'll hope you join us for the 1 and 3 o'clock games as well, right here on the SXU Athletics YouTube page and Cougar Sports Network. Cougs take down the Fighting Bees 25-20 in that first set. Don Guck with a beautiful serving performance for the Fighting Bees. 2 service aces. He's also got a block assist on the day. A slew of Ambrose players still looking for their second kill. 4 players have registered kills so far. On the part of the Cougars, it's Keegan Oleg doing all the damage. 4 kills for him leads the team. Carey and Kupslinskis with a pair of kills apiece. Glennon with a kill and a block assist. 3 digs, 8 assists from Oviedo. And we also got 2 service aces from Veas Kupslinskis. Cougs will lead with the serve. It'll be Oviedo to get things started for St. Xavier. No lineup changes coming into the second set. Still Glennon, Oleg, Kupslinskis, McLean, Carey, and Oviedo with the libero Velez.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, set number 2 is about to begin. Cougars lead 1-0.
For the Fighting Bees, also the same group. Fox will start on the bench first with Carbon in the back row. Otherwise, no lineup changes on the part of SAU.
Second Xavier will now serve.
Round 2, fight.
Cougs starting things off here with the whistle. And we're underway, set 2 action in this CCAC tilt. Oh, nice play by Carey. Oh, and the Cougars can keep it alive. Anderson. Oh, and a finish. Zilanka on the kill. Just like that, we have a Fighting Bee with a pair of kills this morning so far. Still AM. Velez sends it to the sky. Oleg on the far side, and he'll deliver his team high 5th. 1-1 here in set number 2. Oleg to serve. Anderson, the setup for Gok is denied, but out of play, so it will be SAU points.
Nick Fox checks the game for St. Ambrose.
Carbon on the serve. Carey, able to poke it over. That pass not quite in his wheelhouse. Back row attack from Zielonka sails out of play. Attacking error point Cougars.
Jake McLean checks back in for St. XU.
McLean in the front row. Velez to serve for Glennon. Anderson, short set, and he delivers. It's Nick Fox. Fox having a nice start to the day. His second kill, he's got a pair of solo blocks and a block assist as well. Gok. Carey gets it right back from Oviedo, and that'll sail out of play. So point Fighting Bees, they're off to a hot start in the second set. 2-point advantage early on. Oviedo to McLean. Bang, bang, Jake McLean. And just like that, the Cougars find themselves in a position to knock things up. Bayas Kupslinskis. That's coming right back for the Cougars. Oviedo took a swing at it. What a dig from Carbon. And then an attacking error will give the point to the Cougars. That's off the hand of Reed the fourth. What a dig from the freshman Ethan Carbon on that sequence. Anderson, short set. Fox is denied. Bang, bang, Jake McLean on the big block. A solo block for the All-American. Cougs back in front. Carbon with the pass. Back row attack from Zielonka sails out of play, and it's another attacking error rewarding the Cougars with a point, pardon me. And that will draw a timeout from the visitors. We're stepping aside for a brief breather, but don't go anywhere. Plenty of volleyball action here in set number 2 coming up in just a hot minute on the Cougar Sports Network. Welcome back, everybody. Timeout comes to a close. SAU had the 2-point advantage, have now seen a 4-point swing occur. Cougars in front by 2. Kupslinskis starts things off. Oh, and a beauty of a denial. Oviedo as well as McLean in the neighborhood. Another attack denied from Richard Reed. Oh, and that's a service ace. Veas Kapslinskas. He's got 3 already today. Heck of a start for the senior, Riverside, Illinois native, Riverside Brookfield High School product. And that'll hit the little candy cane marker on the top of the netting, indicating the boundary. Service error for the aforementioned Kapslinskas. Richard Reed, the 4th. Big swing. Oh, and it's sent right back by Zielonka. SAU with a nice response now following their timeout. And the attacking error, or service error there is unfortunate. Both teams with a ton of service errors already. Cougars have 7. Fighting Bees have 5 already here in this game today. Make that 8 for the Cougars. SAU continues to hang around. Large portion of probably why SAU hung around as long in that first set, the number of service errors. Not a great pass for the Cougars. They're able to reset after a touch. Another denial, another attack for the Cougs. Oh, and McLean gets just enough. A subtle bang-bang for Jake McLean. And the Cougs are the first team in double figures. McLean on the serve. Former Glen native, but Marist High School product. Oh, that was a beautiful swing. Oleg got a piece of it, and that'll deliver for the Cougs. Keegan Oleg with the kill. Carbon sends it to the sky. Back row attack from Richard Reed is a good one. And then a beautiful sinking action. Perfectly placed by the junior. Anderson now on the serve here for the Fighting Bees. Vaedo for Carey from the back row. Oh my goodness, Sean Carey unloaded. And that caught Reed right in the face. He's indicating he's good. No blood. All is fine. He took it like a champ. That cannot feel good, especially after Carey got all of it. And Carey, not a small guy by any means, 6'5". Unloaded from the back row. Oviedo to serve now for the Cougs. Oh, and it's a service ace. Christian Oviedo. And the Cougs off to a hot start. 6 service aces already on the day. Reed gets things started. It was Guck on the far side attack. Oleg off the block and out of play. Cougars points. Keegan Oleg quickly approaching double figures for kills. He's already up to 7. Short set for Flynn. Cougars with a response. Oleg denied. What a block. Charlie Flynn. The Fighting Bees are at their best when Flynn is, both Flynn and Fox for that matter, are very active in the front row, and we've seen that time and time again. Reed heads to the bench. Zielonka to serve. Cale Anderson checked in for the Fighting Bees. Kapslinskas has it denied, and it falls just inside the boundary. What a block by the Fighting Bees. That's Charlie Flynn picking up another. He and Nick Fox, really strong start at the net today. Zelanka's serve gets away from him. Service error, point Cougs. Oleg takes the ball. Oh, and a good swing. Anderson for Gok. Oh, and it falls. Not sure if Oleg just didn't see it. What a very delayed reaction on the attack. Remains a 4-point contest. Nice pass from Velez. Glennon. And that'll be an illegal touch by SAU. Killed John Glennon. McLean back on the floor. Velez serves for Glennon. Back row attack coming. Zelanka glances off the block and out of play. That'll do just fine. SAU remains within 4. Carey gets things started. Far side, Kupslinskas delivers. Vejas, Kupslinskas having himself a day. 3 kills, 3 aces. The dig so far. A couple of substitutions here for the Fighting Bees. Number 8, Ethan Chauce, as well as number 34, Dan Rice. Check into the game. Set up by Chauce, and a quick delivery from Nick Fox. Pays off. Chauce, a Marist product as well. Short set, Oleg from the back row. Rice. Kupslinskas from the back row finishes it off. Got a good swing there on the serve. Cougs keep it alive. Back row attack. Can they run it down? Anderson does. Oh, and good placement as that ball caromed off the roof. Out of play. Point Fighting Bees. SAU doing a nice job. Changed up some of the personnel. Seems to be working in SAU's favor. Oviedo. Oleg, that's denied. Here come the Cougs again. Kupslinskas off the block. Oh, and what a finish. Zelanka from the far side. And Kupslinskas off the block and out of play. Good work for the Cougs there. They continue marching forward. Glennon back in the front row. McLean here to serve. Gives Velez a breather. Oh, and what a swing from McLean, and that'll be 4 hits. Point Cougs. McLean took off from behind the boundary line. He finished at the 3-point line of the basketball court. Almost like that throw almost got far out in front of him. Impressive that he was able to deliver such a nice serve regardless. Zelanka on the far side, and he delivers once again. He's just getting warmed up. That's kill number 6. Anthony Anderson will check back in here to serve. Flynn returns as well. So Chauncey and Rice back to the bench for the time being. Oviedo, back row kill from Sean Carey. He's having some success. High flyer from the back row. Oviedo to serve. Cougs lead 21-16. Anderson, short set for Flynn, and he delivers. Carey will start things off with a set. Comes Linskas. That'll find the floor. And hits the back line judge, which for this game today are some of the reserve St. Xavier players. Calling good games so far. Anderson, back row attack. Zilanka's denied. John Glennon. Leas Kupslinskas also in the neighborhood.
Timeout, St. Ambrose.
And St. Ambrose will take their final timeout of the set as the Cougars wane toward another set victory. We'll step aside for a moment. Don't go anywhere. The conclusion to set number 2 coming up on the other side of the break. Welcome back, everybody. Timeout comes to a close. SXU trying to hang around here in the second set. Cougars nearing another set victory. They're up 1-0 if you're joining us a bit late. If you are, good morning. We can say that for at least another 10 minutes. Early start here today in this SXU tri-match. There's the whistle calling for the Oleg serve. And that'll do it. That should be a service ace. It indeed is. And set point on the line here for the Cougars.
Set point Cougars.
Oleg with a chance to finish it off. And a nice swing at that. Anderson for Guck. That's denied. Fighting Bees go at it again. Flynn gets it through. Kept alive for the moment, but Charlie Flynn with a big kill.
Nick Fox checks back in for St. Ambrose.
Nick Fox back on the floor. The libero Carban will serve. Oviedo, Carey, and that'll do it. Cougs win on the Sean Carey kill and take set number 2. Set number 3 action coming up here in just a minute. Will the Cougars finish off the Fighting Bees, or will the Fighting Bees stay alive for at least one more? We'll find out on the other side of the break here on the Cougars Sports Network. Welcome back, everybody. We're about 30 seconds away from the start of set number 3 right here in this first game of the SXU tri-match. Cougars and Fighting Bees off to a good start here today. Cougars are up 2-0. Looking to close out the Fighting Bees in 3. Same lineup for the Cougars. No changes made on their end. On the St. Ambrose side, a couple new starters for this set. Number 4, Kale Anderson will get the start. Outside of that, the same grouping from a starting perspective for Ray Green and the Fighting Bees. St. Ambrose has the serve. It'll be the libero Ethan Carbon to get things started, and we're underway with set 3 action in the CCAC matchup, and it's John Glennon right out the jump with the first point of set number 3. Oleg will lead things off for the Cougars. With a nice swing as Anderson plays it. Short set, denied! John Glennon yet again. What a start for John Glennon.
Round 3, fight.
Oleg, service error will end his run. Cougs give the Bees their first point, and we'll see that substitution we saw last set as well. Ethan Chaussee and Dan Rice checking into the game together. It'll be the former here on the serve. Again, Marist product just from down the street. Oviedo, carry, denied. That's a beauty. Fox and Rice at the front of the net, and we're all knotted up at 2. Ooh, that one just skims the top of the net. Short set for Glennon. Anderson shovels it forward. Good work, Oviedo, to keep it alive. And the Cougars aren't able to finish it off. SAU takes the early lead.
Point Fighting Bees.
Chaussee still here to serve. Oviedo, Carey, and he'll deliver another kill. Sean Carey picking up his 6th kill. McLean back on the floor, Glennon to the bench, Velez to serve for John Glennon. And that comes back on one hit. Cougars attack. Kupslinskas. Now McLean with the 2-hand slam. Bang, bang. Jake McLean picks up another kill. That's his 4th. Cougars really spreading the wealth around. Oh, and that Velez serve catches Carbon off guard. It's a service ace for Andres Velez. The 8th for the Cougars today. Chaussee with the setup and crossed the boundary of the netting, so it's point Cougars. Tough chance for Chaussee there. Pass was dangerously close to the net, did what he could, and now Velez will send it into the netting. Service error gives it back to the Fighting Bees. It'll be number 4, Anderson on the serve. Well, it's Kale Anderson. And that'll be launched out of play. So the service error gives Cougars point number 7. And that'll hit the boundary, so another service error. For those that are curious and wondering at home what the Cougars bench was chanting to Vejas Kaplinskis. They're chanting Draco Malfoy. Fox on the serve. It's a service ace. A pair of Cougars just watched it go by. Might have been a little bit of miscommunication. Nobody owned up taking the serve. He's within one. And this time it's out of play from Fox. And we got a substitution here. Out comes number 4, Kale Anderson. In comes number 99, the freshman Brandon Edwards. Sean Carey on the serve. Service error. Cougars continue to add to their service error totals. Anderson, Guck, and Anthony Anderson. Both Andersons return to the floor. Chauncey, Rice, and Edwards back to the bench. Anthony Anderson on the serve. Oh, and what a play by Oleg to keep it alive. Kaplinskas will give the Cougars a point. Infraction called on St. Ambrose, and now Brandon Edwards returns to the floor. McLean, big swing. That's out of play. SAU point. Zilanka. And that Anderson-Edwards exchange occurs once again. Oviedo. Back row attack. Kaplinkas. And now an infraction on SAU. So Cougars are the first to double figures. 99 for 4 once again on the SAU side. Oviedo here to serve. A good one at that. Anderson, short set for Flynn. What a dig from Carey. Velez taps it over on the third hit. Guck. Cougars were ready. Short set. Glennon delivers. Oviedo. Tough play by Carbon, but he keeps it alive. Oleg off the block. Short set. Flynn. Nice dig, Oviedo. And Oleg's attack will sail out of play. It is point Fighting Bees. Oh, and they've called it point Cougars. We'll fix that. Oviedo still to serve. Service ace, Christian Oviedo. And there's a timeout taken by SAU. Vejas Kaplinskas chatting with Tom Ryan as we go to the timeout. We'll stay with you here through the timeout. We want to remind you guys of what's to come here the rest of the day. At 1 o'clock, we'll have St. Ambrose and the Milwaukee School of Engineering facing off in that game. We'll still be here on the call with you for that one, so please do join in for that. And then Milwaukee School of Engineering, the Raiders will take on the Cougs in that third and final game at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Again, all these games here from the Shannon Center on the beautiful campus of St. Xavier University. Following this, the Cougars are on the road for a considerable amount of time. We will not have another home game for Cougars men's volleyball until March 15th. when number 10 Indiana Tech comes to town. That'll be a 7 o'clock start on that Friday night. Do join us here on the Cougar Sports Network. Cougs are on the road, though, for their next 7 games. Some of those, they'll head out to California and play over the spring break for the semester. A lot of good matchups coming, including number 3 Vanguard, number 1 the Masters, who we saw here to open the season. Should be a good stretch coming up of Cougars volleyball. Oh, and a beautiful kill from Zielonka gets SAU on the board coming out of the timeout.
Anderson checks back in for St. Ambrose.
The freshman Carbon. Oviedo, far side, Oleg! And that was a no-doubter from Keegan Oleg. Tough play from Carbon, and it's a service ace for Keegan Oleg.
Keegan Oleg!
This should be his 3rd of the day. Couple of substitutions now as well. Number 33, Joey Glennon. Yes, relation to John. Also out there, number 22, that was Aiden Venegas. What a dig from Velez. An attacking error for the Cougars, however, will give SAU a point. Couple more substitutions now on the other side for the Fighting Bees. And Chaussee among those. He will serve here. A good swing to get things going. Venegas denied, but it'll sail way out of play, so that's our Cougars point.
Brandon Ambrose checks back in for St. Ambrose. And Jake McLean checks back in for the Cougars.
McLean back on the floor. Velez served for John Glennon. And now an attacking error for SAU will Edwards gets things started. The setup for Rice on the far side, and it will be SAU points. And number 6 team now, Sam Truschel, checks in here as the libero now. Velez likely done for this game at least. And McLean sends it out of play, so another point for the Fighting Bees. Cale Anderson will continue on the serve. And now a service error gives it right back to the Cougs. It'll be number 33, Joey Glennon on the serve. Freshman. Lincoln East product, just like his older brother. A good swing from Joey Glennon. Far side, Zielonka. Oh, and Keegan Oleg couldn't play it cleanly. That's a beautiful attack. And ultimately kill from Mikolaj Zielonka. He by far and beyond leads the Fighting Bees in kills today with 8. Oh, and this might be a service ace, and indeed it is for Nick Fox. His second ace of the day. Nick Fox has an incredibly balanced stat line right now. 3 kills, 2 aces, 2 solo blocks, a dig, and 2 block assists. It's about as a complete stat line as you can get. Glennon from the back row. That's a good swing. Nice dig, Chausse. And Oleg with a nice dig on the other side. Glennon will bump it over. And it'll be point Cougars. Chausse crossed that middle boundary line.
Brandon Edwards checks the game for the Fighting Bees.
Venegas will swing away. Short set for Flynn. Nice dig from Glennon. Oleg got all of it. Can they get to it? Carbon does, and that'll do it. Keegan Oleg with the kill. That's his 10th. The lone player in double figures in that department today. Venegas still on the serve here. 20-14 your score. And what a swing handled by Zelanka. Now it's Cougars points. There's an infraction called. It was ball handling error. And now Venegas with the service error will give possession back to SAU, and a slew of substitutions here. Kale Anderson, Anthony Anderson, and number 1, John Guck all return. Edwards, Chausse, Rice to the bench. It'll be number 12, Anthony Anderson here to serve. Oleg makes the tough play. He'll just tap it over. The setup for Guck. That's denied. Here come the Bees again. Guck again, and this time it's off the block and out of play. Point Fighting Bees. Fighting Bees continuing to hang around. 21-16 your score. Cougars looking to go on a bit of a run here and start to put them away. Oh, and it's tipped over by Oviedo. Here come the Fighting Bees. Zelanka delivers. 21-17 now your score. That comes back over on one hit. Anderson with the setup. Guck punches it over. Oleg. This will be for Zelanka on the far side. Denied. Kept alive by the Fighting Bees. Back row attack from Glennon. Sails too far. Point Fighting Bees. Slowly working their way back into this one. Cougs go to work. Oh, and Charlie Flynn sends it back. And now the Cougars will take a timeout and reset. We'll step aside for a quick breather, but don't go anywhere. This one's getting good late in set number 3. Welcome back, everybody. 21-19, your score here. Fighting Bees looking to come from behind and take this set. Short set, McLean, and he'll deliver. Bang, bang. Jake McLean. Just like that, the Cougars get a big point back. John Glennon back on the floor. McLean here to serve. And that sails to the sky, and it's put back by Oleg, and it's a point for the Cougs. Keegan Oleg on the kill. Fighting Bees go to work. Zielonka, nice dig for Glennon. Oleg's denied. Flynn and Zielonka in the neighborhood. Zielonka will serve. Oviedo with a long run to make the pass. Oleg gets it through. What a play to stay alive. Oviedo, Oleg off the block, out of play. Game point on the line for the Cougars. Oviedo here to serve. 24-20 your score. And the Fighting Bees will burn their final timeout of the set. And we'll stay with you here through this one. For those listening, Cougar fans, if you're looking for more SXU athletics action, we'll be back here on Wednesday evening for a women's men's basketball doubleheader against the St. Ambrose Fighting Bees. It's senior night here on the campus of St. Xavier University. Those tip-offs are at 5 and 7 o'clock for the women and men respectively. You can join us right here on the SXU Athletics YouTube page and the Cougar Sports Network for those. Just a couple of seniors walking for either side this year. Both Cougars basketball teams' young rosters. But still tune in for the festivities beforehand as well, and for what should be an incredible game between a pair of CCAC opponents. As we noted, the men's volleyball won't be back here until March 15th. That's a Friday night game against number 10 Indiana Tech. That's a 7 o'clock start. We'll see you right here on the Cougar Sports Network again for that one as well.
Match point, Cougars.
Oviedo on the serve. Anderson for Flynn, and what a swing from number 3, Charlie Flynn. Fighting Bees still very much alive. The libero Carbon will serve here for Flynn. 24-21. Oviedo, Glennon, and that'll do it. John Glennon will end today's game. The Cougars take this one 3-0. Game 1 in the books here from the tri-match, everybody. We'll be back with you in about 40 minutes for Game 2. These Fighting Bees will take on the Milwaukee School of Engineering Raiders at 1 o'clock. And then we'll see you Cougar fans again at 3 as the Cougars and the Raiders square off. We'll see you in 40 minutes, everybody. I'm Ron Luce. Game 1 of the SXU tri-match in the books. Cougs win 3-0 here in the Shannon Center. We'll see you soon. Have a good rest of your day. For those that might not be able to stick with us, we appreciate you nonetheless, and we wish you a great rest of your day from everybody here at the Cougar Sports Network.